This is the piston from the B5. Would this freak any of you guys out? No compression. What does a tuned state mean? Well, I think, in my opinion, most importantly, what I get out of it is consistency, right? It's in a consistent state. Hey, it's Nitro Nerds here, and this video is about engines and engine tuning. And I'll say this, I get requests all the time on people wanting to have help tuning their engines. While I'm happy to respond, I want to preface it by saying I'm not an engine guy. By that, I have zero knowledge on full-size engines, let alone full-size vehicles, right? I'm not a car guy. I'm not an engine guy. I'm a computer guy. I'm one of those, I don't know what you'd call it, IT exec, little pansy ass, computer geek, whatever. My point is, I don't come into this hobby with preconceived notions. Everything I tell you it's only based on experience. That's it, nothing more, okay? So without these preconceived notions, has it helped me? I think so, probably, right? Think about it. I didn't come in thinking, man, shit, put me one of them, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. No, I just like, okay, well, let's see, as an example, this B5. Let's take a look at it and see what we can do, all right? And I'm going to show you what I did here in a second when I talk about tuning, okay? Because that's what it's all about. What is tuned? It's a state, man. That's all tuning is. It's a state. In my mind, an engine is either tuned or it is not tuned. There's no degrees of, well, I like to tune like this, or I'm just doing a little bit of mild tuning on it. You have a base tune, right, which is your foundation, but it's tuned at that point. Then you fine tune it from there, but I mean, that's just it, all right? What does a tuned state mean? Well, I think, in my opinion, most importantly, what I get out of it is consistency, right? It's in a consistent state. Consistently kick-ass state. When removing the pull start assembly from your engine, one thing, boy, I love those kids that live across the street. Anyways, sorry guys. One little bit of advice. Use a flathead screwdriver right here. And essentially what I'm going to do is turn it over like this. I can't do it with two hands, but there's the state I'm in. I've just saved my day, promise. Because this thing comes loose, this comes out, your day's shot. Alright, so going back to engine tuning. In this video, what I'm going to do is show you some of the more common reasons that I have myself encountered and witnessed others encounter when it comes to their inability to tune an engine. First, let's talk about some myths, some wives' tales, close your ears, kids, some bullshit. You ever had trouble tuning your engine and you went online, inquired about it? If you did, I'm pretty sure you saw and receive some feedback as such. It's funny, you know, we're always being asked what kind of pinch we have or you know, how here you see Jam Racing 1, our hero, makes a statement how this one guy should check his compression because, well, in his mind, it's likely 99% of his tuning issues. Huh?
What the fuck does that even mean? What are you saying? What the fuck does that mean? What did this guy say half the time? I don't even remember what he said.
First of all, I'm not really sure how he can diagnose that just based off a description. Number one. Number two, boy, you think that this guy who was looking for help, you don't think he threw in the towel after reading this response? Poor guy, he didn't know, of course. You know, he's like, oh, jeez, well, I better get a new engine. What engine should I get, guys? Need an LRP. You know, and this cycle continues. How do we know? How does this guy Jam Racing 1, anybody, how do you know that a lack of compression is going to be 99% of your tuning issues? Well, I can tell you that person who wrote that, he sure as hell doesn't know from firsthand experience. And I venture to say 99% of the people out there who are telling you that stuff, they don't know either. They're just repeating what they've heard. While I get this truggy ready to run, take a look at this one engine. It's a Mach-Star 0.28 and it has no compression whatsoever. It's got a lot more problems other than compression, believe it or not. But once again, using this explicit example, it's got no compression whatsoever. Check this out. Look at that, almost all the way through. Yeah, that's yeah, that's called no compression right there. Look at that, boom, no compression. Shit. But let's see how it runs with the proper tune.
What the fuck does that even mean?
So, was that engine at the top of its game? Of course not. Had it better compression? Had it working bearings? Had it proper head shim? Had it a collet that wasn't slipping? Etc., etc. You'd see a little bit different performance. But here's what I'm trying to explain. The people that are asking these questions, that I see at least, well, their engines aren't even close to what you saw there, because what you saw there was a tuned engine. Okay, so this is what you have to understand. You have two things here. You have the inability to tune, then you have how it performs once tuned. In that example of the Mach-Star 2.8, I was able to get it tuned. It didn't just, and now once it was tuned, it didn't go balls to the wall, but it's got some muscle regardless. So anyways, how about this B5? Well, we're always hearing about your piston and if you have any scratches in your sleeve or anything like that, right? Kind of the same concept. Check this out. This is the piston from the B5. Would this freak any of you guys out? But let's see what happens when we try to tune it. Here's the sleeve. It's got some scratches inside of it for show. And then of course, the drive shaft. You can see where dirt got into it. Nor do I think it's even level anymore. But we're all about seeing what we can do when we get it tuned.
I can't see a motherfucking mountaintop. Heard motherfuckers talk, seen them drop. If I ain't got a record, I'ma pick up a rock. And when I bust your ass, I'm gonna continue to rock. Get your ass on the wall with your 2 left feet. Hit your body. Let's get it started. Go ahead, Chief.
This is old fuel.
Yep, it's not going to work today.